This is Dead Dick Hammer. You're listening to Stirring the Pot on Z Talk Radio.
And we're back, everybody. Did you miss us? Because we sure as hell missed you guys. I'll tell you that right now. It was kind of quiet without us being here last week, wasn't it?
It was very quiet.
It was good. It was quiet, but
it was quiet on here, but it wasn't quiet anywhere else that we were at.
No.
Hey, Mama D, how you doing? She's already in the chat room. How's everybody doing? Let's know how well we're hearing and sounding like that. Put something in the chat room. Say hi. See the Jason's already. What's up, everyone? Look at him. He's multitasking. He's multitasking. That's not
multitasking. Fair. Tonight is not sponsored by Busch.
Whoa.
Light.
Hey, Mr. Tincher. Tonight is not sponsored by. Oops.
Is that Cabo Wabo?
Yes, that's Cabo Wabo Blanco. The clear, not the yellowy one. It's the nice and silver. Yeah.
We're also not sponsored by Coke.
Well, I'm having some Diet Mountain Dew with it, having a little bit of redneck margaritas.
Well, wait a minute. I see there's a change in Joe's background. The black curtain.
Yeah, I know. Look at that black curtain back here.
What's behind the curtain?
What's behind the curtain?
God only knows what's behind Joe's curtain.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
You ask him what's underneath his kilt. Don't do it.
No, I'll show you. I don't give a shit.
Don't do it. Don't
Ain't no shame in my game.
That's right.
You won't be the first ones laughing. You won't be the last.
Say, shit, half the public seen it anyway. I don't care.
Oh, God. That's terrible. But funny, but terrible, but funny. So, what have you been up to? Joe.
Moving.
Work, man. I have I can't really get into much of it, but I've been on a mission at work this past, I don't know, 4 days. So
okay.
Yeah.
On a mission and you can't really get into it.
Can't. I know.
Is it on a mission from God?
It is. I have half a pack of smokes. So no,
keep going.
I've been having some problems at work. Yeah, I know. Been having some problems at work, and so I've put so much time into work, even on my weekend off. I was out of town doing other people's jobs for them. Yeah, it's been a rough few days.
Damn, that don't sound like any kind of fun at all.
Yeah.
Jason, I've been busy.
I'm busy, man. Work. Everybody's doing the adult thing. That doesn't leave me out. Been working, and then moving. As you can see, the new digs behind, fresh drywall patches in the basement of my lair. I had to go underground, man. This show was taking off so much we've actually had to go underground just so we stay away from those people.
It was because of that kick-ass commercial that your son and his buddy made for us, man.
Did you play it yet?
I haven't played it, but I got it queued up and I can play it.
I thought you couldn't.
Oh no! I
remember you said it was too big.
No, that I can't use it as an intro. It's too buku.
Oh, okay.
Too buku.
30 seconds for an intro in here. You have to have about 30 seconds or less right now. StreamYard is looking at expanding that, but at this point in time, you can only do it for about 30 seconds. That's about it.
Hell, same thing with marriage.
Well,
right? I only go 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I want to do a special. Let me do a special shout out there real quick. There's a young man that's watching us tonight, Zach, who is a real good friend of mine. His son. Check him out. His name's in the feed here. Check him out. He is a self-taught violinist, and he's still in high school. And he's actually, like I said, self-taught. Now he's doing different benefits and playing at retirement villages and stuff like that. This young man is a scout. He's giving back to the community. He's doing everything that that the younger generation should be doing. And I appreciate you tuning in, Zach. You're one hell of a young man, and I applaud you for what you're doing.
Hell yeah, with that, man.
Keep at it.
Keep at it. Keep doing what you're doing, bub. That's awesome. Maybe one day I'll grow up. No, I won't.
The only thing I was ever self-taught is we probably shouldn't talk about on here.
This is no, it ain't a family show. We can talk about that.
No.
We can talk about that on here. We can talk about anything we want to. But yeah, I did the intro and tell a little bit about the intro, Jason. Give a little bit about the history of it, your son and his buddy, and da.
Well, we've been talking about trying to do some different things, and Dead Dick Hammer is a fantastic friend, and he's done a lot for us here on the show. But was just talking with my son. My son's been over helping me move and doing some things, and I was like, it'd be kind of cool to have like an advertisement that we could play during the week prior to the show and that kind of stuff. And he was like, well, my buddy and I, we can put one together for you. I'm like, oh, you can, huh? He was like, yeah, my buddy Stefan, he can do this and that, and he edits, and we can do voiceovers. And I said, well, fucking have a crack at it then, man. Let's see what you guys got. Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. You guys make it. We'll put it out there. We'll show it. So took him a couple of weeks, and you guys sent in some stuff, and we sent in some stuff, and they came up with I think it's a pretty cool intro for a couple of guys that are screwing around on the computer, having fun. So
yeah,
I appreciate it. Stefan and Devin.
Stefan and Devin.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
You guys don't get mad when I say this, but it's like such a cute couple. I'm kidding, Devin. You're a great man.
Yeah.
You really are. He's a cool kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's a young man. He's a cool young man. I'm getting to know him a little bit better, and he's got a hell of a great sense of humor. He's got some good upbringing to him.
Yeah, okay.
What he does. Well, without any further ado, here you guys go. And I played it last night on Ask Us. We did talk about this and played it last night on Ask Us. We took a commercial break and played this commercial. So here we go. Let's see if we get this opened up. There we go. See, I'm learning.
Views and opinions expressed on the show are strictly those of the host and guests and do not reflect the opinions of LAP Productions and its affiliates. No topic off limits. No food challenge off limits. Join these three friends making Tuesday funny again. Find them on LAP Productions YouTube channel and Facebook page, and make sure to check out the live chat.
I don't think you put a billboard on yourself unless you got hurt. I mean, if you got it, and let people know so they don't come around.
That's right. Does that have an arrow?
See, my days are all jacked up. Yesterday,
Are we on air?
Is it Tuesday? Are we making Tuesdays? I think it's slick, man, for a couple of guys. And funny thing about the music is Stefan made all that music. He put all that stuff together. So that's not like somebody else's music that they downloaded and whatever. He made all that. That's all his stuff. So
wow.
Again, from start to finish, man, I think they did a hell of a job.
I think
it was pretty cool.
They kicked some ass on that, man. They did a great job. Absolutely phenomenal. And I'm thrilled to play it out there, and I'm thrilled to keep sharing it on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else I can plug that son of a buck at. Now, I understand they're going to make some others for us, too, in the future. Make some of the other shows, possibly.
That's the plan. If we can find something that they want to do for Paranormal Mysteries podcast and TNT and Ask Us, yeah, it's for sure.
Well, Ask Us may be a short-lived show, unless I end up coming with another co-host. If things work out, Levi is going to be shipping out.
He's military boy, right?
He's talking about it. He's that's why I said shipping too. He's looking at joining the Navy. So if he does that, absolutely support him 1,000%. I'm going to enjoy this show as long as I can while he's here. He's a lot of fun. That's why I want to kind of say something about that. I know you two have been busier than hell. I know Jason, you've been busier than a hooker at the whorehouse on Nickel Night. And I just figured that you didn't get a chance to hear the show last night. Put out a little bit of a challenge out there last night, and we got to talk about like little Halloween costumes, like the little nurse's costume, little naughty nurse costumes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Levi said that he would wear one on air.
Oh.
For a case of Little Kings. So I'm putting the challenge out there that anybody knows anybody who has a naughty nurse costume, contact me. I'll give you my address. You can mail it to me. I'll pay for shipping. If you want to donate to the cause, because if we can get Levi on air, we'll bring him in on a Tuesday night special, if you don't mind, guys, and have him sit here on air for a case of Little Kings. He will do this. Or we'll do it on Monday night. I don't care either way, but I'm saying
As long as he keeps his Google covered.
Yeah, keep your Googles off the internet.
Keep your
It's
Google
definitely
covered.
gonna kill my thought of a naughty nurse, though. But
Oh, I think it's plenty of help, but he's willing to do it
Yeah.
for a case of Little Kings.
I don't know, man. If he wears a wig, it might be all right. We can have a
yeah,
couple of-
maybe
Well, you know, I got a
shave
couple of
shave a
here.
little bit.
right.
But
Well,
speaking of Levi,
It
if
would be a nurse. Had to be a naughty nurse, not a naughty
You-
nurse.
Jay, let Levi know, man, if he has any questions about the Navy, to hit me up, because I grew up around the Navy all my life. So
All right, I sure will.
so
So you're saying if he has questions about semen to hit you up?
absolutely.
Okay.
I told him, I said, "Oh, you're going to join the Navy, where 50 men go to sea and 24 couples come back."
That's only on the submarines.
So
Right.
he's like, "That doesn't even add up with math wise." I'm like, "See, you caught on to it. I'm proud of you."
Hey, we don't judge.
Yeah.
No, hell
Well,
no, we don't judge.
My dad and my uncle were both Navy guys.
Yeah.
My grandfather, was.
My dad was. I mean,
My
my
grandfather,
brother was.
was South Pacific.
Yeah. Yeah, my family went in the Navy. I went into the Air Force.
Well, he's looking at he's talking to recruiters now and stuff. So he's doing going to do that. So it may be a short-lived show. It may get recast. It may get recast completely. We may, if Levi leaves, we may get two other people to do it all together. Basically, if you guys haven't checked out yet, it's the premises of Dear Abby on a different note, because it's two different guys from two different generations. I'm Generation X, he's Generation Wi-Fi, and we'll answer any of your questions, to the best of our ability, or the biggest line of bullshit we can come up with.
Speaking of eating challenges, guess what I got in the mail today?
Do we want to
Godzilla
know?
3000.
That's shipping out next week.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait to stay at your house after next week. Oh shit.
I got a package,
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
and I believe this package contains 3 chocolate scorpions.
Mm.
Samantha sent it out, and it came in the mail today. I don't know. Do you guys want me to open it? You guys want to see
Yeah,
it?
go for it. I ain't scared.
All right.
You're going to eat it too?
We each get
You're
one.
gonna want to send it to you.
I move. You don't have my address.
Oh, do you remember these packages?
Oh, man.
Oh, Lindsay Lovell Brandon, how are you? How are you tonight, hon? Art Cosby, how are you?
Okay, hold on. I don't like the fact that it's plural.
Oh, there's more than one in there, probably. They're little things, like the grasshopper. A lot of them.
Oh, shit. I thought there was only supposed to be one.
Oh, no. Chocolate covered scorpions will be joining the menu. Oh, my God, no.
Mm.
Farm raised scorpions from Thailand.
Oh, because that makes a difference?
Dehydrated armor-tailed scorpions. Oh no!
You got me with farm raised.
You got me with armor tailed.
Right?
Oh my
Oh yeah.
farm raised. So I can see this now. It's like an ant farm, except for now you get a scorpion farm.
Yeah.
You know I gotta look this up.
You're not opening it up, are you, Jace?
Would you like me to?
I don't care.
I don't care if you take a bite.
Hey Kelly Burger, how you doing?
Oof.
There's
There's the package.
three.
There's 3 of them.
3 packages. Do you want to see how many are in there and what they look like?
Not really, but okay.
Do it. Let's get a zoom in on Jason here. There we go. That way we can see what he's opening.
Hey
up.
Joe, they come in the same little container as the fucking.
Ah.
Now, if you guys that's just joined us have never seen this show before, about a couple months ago, Joe and Jason both got a tarantulas in the mail, and Jason ate the entire tarantula. Joe, who is terrified as well, Jason's scared of him too, but Joe's terrified. And oh yeah, look at that! Look
What
at
the hell is that?
It's a tarantula
looks-
or a scorpion.
Whoa!
No, it looks like a turd, is what it looks like.
So when we get these, when all three of us have them in our possessions, we will go live on one of our shows on Stir the Pot here on Tuesday nights, and we will eat these on air.
I'm telling you, it looks like
That
a
does
turd.
look like a turd.
That's two of them in there.
Oh,
There's two
Why are they smashed? Why are they all smashed down?
Because their scorpions are flat anyway.
yeah.
I mean, I can see this one, the tail. I can see the tail on that one.
Yeah.
That one's
The
got
other one
extra
looks-
chocolate on it.
Yeah, the other one looks like it's
It looks like you need to poop mark to separate them.
turd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I ain't eating the tail. This is probably still got the stinger on it.
Oh,
Looks
don't
like
be
it.
a, don't be
So
like,
there they are. There it is.
Mm.
Chocolate coated scorpion.
Oh, man.
See that dehydrated armored tail? It sounds like it's fucked up. Ah,
next time Jason's down my way and he's got a little time on his hands, we're going to make a trip to Jungle Gyms. It is a grocery down here just north of Cincinnati, and it's got all kinds of those things. All kinds of that kind of stuff. They even have those freeze-dried cockroaches, Madagascan cockroaches and stuff. You can actually
There's-
eat cockroaches.
See,
there's Joe.
I still got-
Joe's right
I
there.
still got chocolate covered grasshoppers or crickets.
Crickets. Me and Jason, what was those crickets we had that one time? They were sea salt and vinegar or something like that, weren't they?
Salt and vinegar, yeah. Then we had like the cheddar cheese larva and
Yeah.
Oh, see, here I've got barbecue.
Kelly,
larva.
I'm glad to see how this goes down too.
I've
No
got
pun
bacon and cheese crickets, which
Now, you
those are
know-
disgusting.
Yeah, anything that's got fake bacon flavor is gonna be nasty.
No, dude, there's not even a hint of bacon. Like it's just a hint of ass. Like it's disgusting.
No, I did.
And then chocolate covered crickets.
And Jason will be proud of Hunter. He finally tried something. I talked to him today, Teresa, about those Paul's ice cream for the dog, the puppy Paul's that you can
Right.
buy. Free.
Fuck.
Hunter actually tried one.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute myself and take a call real quick.
All right,
Sorry.
it's all right. You got to work, bitch.
Yep.
should we play music as he's on mute?
Do, 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 do. Oh, wait a minute. What's that music from Jeopardy?
Right?
Except for if we do that, I'll get in trouble again. Me got the second episode of Ask Us. Me and Levi. Levi wanted to ask him what theme music he wanted to use. And he wanted the Andy Griffith theme music, and we got busted for it. And Facebook muted our intro and stuff. Took
Oh,
away
did
all
they?
vocals from us. Oh, he turns off his camera like we can read lips. He is such the professional.
Right?
But other than moving, man, and working, what else? Have you had any kind of fun whatsoever?
No.
None.
No. Just moving.
How's the world working that way with all the other crap going on in this world right now? No Chaz communities in Ohio.
No Chaz communities in Ohio.
Joe's like, don't start.
I don't even know what you guys. I'm sorry, I was on the phone.
And what
No, brother. You got if it comes up with work, you got to work, man.
Actually, I didn't get a chance to tell you, Jay, off air. Jason knows what I'm talking about. Let's just say somebody's there right now. So,
Alrighty then.
you know what? When we're done tonight, I'll explain the whole thing to you, Jay.
No, it's okay, man. I like being a mushroom. I like being kept in the dark and fed a lot of shit.
Whoa,
I've been married for 32 years, man. I'm used to that.
whoa. But
Well, no,
so
32
Some
years.
of the stuff you come up with, dude. I don't.
I know.
Did you?
Like,
Where did you hear that first?
Hear what?
To put it in your mind bank, to be able to tonight spit that out on such
Spit
a
what out? About the mushroom?
yeah.
Well, I figured of all the ones that tonight that would have got you, as I said earlier, that you was fiercer than a hooker at the whorehouse on nickel night. You let that one completely go.
Right.
Uh-oh,
But
Michelle
a
Barron.
mushroom with
I'm
Michelle?
in the mushroom. I'm kept in the dark and fed a lot of shit. Mushrooms usually grow in shit in the dark.
right. I just don't know where did you hear that?
My
To be
probably
able
my
to-
dad or one of my uncles when I was younger. It's just stuff we always said when
Gotcha.
you're slicker and snot in the doorknob, or slicker in a minnows dick.
What? Slicker than a what?
A minnow's
What?
dick.
A minnow? Do minnows have dicks?
I don't know, but if it is, it's gonna be slick because it's in the water. Except for them country hillbillies and I'm from Kentucky says slip in a minnow. It wasn't a minnow, it's the minnow. Slicker than a minnow dick.
But see, that's and that's where the hillbilly comes in because they don't know if it's there or not. They just say it.
You don't
Yeah.
have to know.
What the hell?
It's slicker. It's slicker than a minnow's dick. Do minnows have dicks? Oh,
Who cares?
If they
We
had
said
one,
it.
it'd be.
I
Yeah,
want
if it
you to
had one,
find
it'd be
out.
slippery.
I'll give you a quarter, you'll find out if they got a dick or not. I dare you try.
Wow.
I don't.
It's
I'm
like
not-
saying
I don't
like
think
a
I'm gonna-
finer and frog hair. Actually, that actually has a meaning to it, believe it or not.
It's a whoa. Repeat that. Slow.
Finer than frog hair.
No. Oh. Do frogs don't have hair?
Or how you doing today? I'm fine as a frog. I'm finer than frog hair.
Okay,
Okay,
I mean, I understand.
But see
But do frogs have hair?
But see that's why I'm saying that there is a reason for that wording. It is not an actual frog like you're thinking of. If you look on a horse's hoof, that small patch in the middle of its hoof where there is no hoof, it's hair, and that's called the frog of the hoof. And there is small, fine hairs inside there. Most people don't know that. That center.
I've
part
never
of it
touched a
is
horse,
the
so
frog.
I couldn't even tell you.
But
But
you
okay.
have the hoof, then you have the frog, and I say finer than frog's hair. That's talking about the frog of the hoof and the fine little hairs that's inside the hoof.
Why
Okay.
wouldn't it just be a foot?
Because it's a
And
hoof.
hair.
It's not a foot.
Finer than a foot's hair. I don't know.
It's not a foot. It's a
Finer
hoof.
than a hoof hair.
Hoof
Finer
hair.
than a horse's hoof hair.
But they're talking about the whole hoof. And actually, the hoof is actually nothing but condensed and hair. It continues to grow, and I had to shave it and cut it off. Hey, Tessa, how you doing? Joe, you
And that-
have to do that. You have to do that video with that lady. And
We were talking about it over the weekend. I think that YouTube page is going to be a go.
I want to come out. I want Jason and me to come out and join it one time. I want to be there and film it. I don't give a shit if I just get a film and laugh.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be funny because I don't like to get dirty. I don't like bugs. I mean, some bugs don't bother me, but like spiders and that kind of crap.
Spiders.
I-
that want you
I
to
don't fish. I don't hunt.
But remember, we're all supposed to get together and go camping too.
I don't camp.
We're going
So
for a weekend.
yeah, this is gonna be weird.
Did you see John staying there? I get used more than a cheap hooker's doorknob.
Whoa. You know my ex-wife too? Oh,
I can't believe you guys haven't ever heard a lot of these sayings, man. Culture
I've
different.
heard the finest. I've heard
Frog
the
hair?
finest frog hair.
no,
Yeah.
see, I haven't.
But
like-
I did not know that
Minnows
the.
dick.
We don't have frogs in Illinois. So.
You got horses,
I
you
don't
got
think-
frogs.
I've never picked up a minnow and looked for its dick either, though. So
I
wouldn't
never
know.
would.
I will next time though.
I bet you will. Have you
I
ever
will.
found a dick on any fish?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you ever found a dick on a fish? Period.
I've never looked.
If you find one, please let us know.
Okay.
Be like find
Why?
an alligator.
Dude, what?
What?
Why am I looking for a fish stick?
Why
You
are we
just
looking
said
for
you're going
dicks?
to.
I don't get this.
Okay.
I don't know
I'll
how this
look.
show went to. Now we're looking for dicks. I don't get.
You're
it,
gonna
man.
see me at Walmart opening
Oh,
up
yeah,
all the frozen fish sticks, looking for a dick.
right.
Well, I was going to say go to the pet aisle, but our Walmart here in Ohio got rid of all the fish aquariums and stuff.
Yeah, ours did too for some reason. I don't know. People were eating them.
They
Or...
started taking care of them little bastards. All they did was die.
I think it was too many people were looking for their dicks.
Right. Picking
So
them
they were
out,
like,
looking at them.
yeah.
Nope.
No,
Nope,
the
no
show is
dicks.
not always about dicks. It's just
Yes, Michelle. This show is about dicks done by dicks.
Yep,
It
I was
is,
just
yeah.
gonna say you're looking at three of them.
It's hosted by three dicks, but it's not always about dicks. It's just
No.
where the conversation went because we're making fun of me and my little adages that I say as a hillbilly. My redneck
And
comes.
something about Jay having a minnow's dick. I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Slippery,
I don't either.
But it's slippery, so
and it's broken. So
And I still can't believe the one you guys get on was about the mushroom instead of the one about being a hooker on nickel night. Oh my god!
dude, I live in Wisconsin. I see that every weekend. But
I think when I got Jason one time when we was at, I forget where we were even at. We was getting ready to leave, and I said, "Well, it's time I can make it like a baby and head out." He was like, "Do what? What did you just say?"
I was
I'm
like, what?
Time to make it like a baby and head out. He got-
Like I never heard of that in my entire life. Makes sense, but I had never heard that. And that's a lot of the shit he comes up with, man. I'm just like, what did you say? Because you think you heard it, but you're like, no, I couldn't have heard it like that. And then you actually like, yeah, no, I did fucking hear it like that.
No decent, respectable human being would talk like that. Oh, wait a minute. Decent, respectable. That cuts me the fuck out right now. I'm out. Right, Michelle, I'm glad you came in and laughed for a little while. That's what the whole purpose of this show is get in here and have some fun, have some laughs. Making Tuesdays funny again.
Yep.
If we have to make fun of each other or somebody, well, actually, we don't ever make fun of other people too much unless they're doing really stupid shit.
I don't know. If I get another
Not
phone
unless-
call here, I might be able to make fun of somebody. But
We need to do one night talking about the Darwin Awards. Those are the people that deserve to be made fun of.
So are the ones that starts Chaz zones. Those are some real fucking winners.
God damn it.
Oh, we're going down that rabbit hole. Joe so badly is ready to go off on that kind of stuff, man.
Oh,
Did I say something?
I poke a bear.
Yeah, and hide.
Watch you. You can't rub his balls right now, so he's rubbing his forehead. Oh,
yeah.
that's
Can't
right.
find my minnow dick.
Nobody can see your Googles, man. Go ahead and rub them.
I mean, seriously.
What makes you
could
think I
possibly
wasn't doing that earlier?
What could possibly go wrong with having a community run like that? I mean,
I don't think anything
mean,
will go wrong if they act appropriately.
I mean, the
Not
fact that
them, but I'm talking about.
the other day,
No.
the fact that somebody was shot and killed and they couldn't find him, and some other people was wounded and they all disappeared.
or they're shitting in the streets because, well, they can't get anybody in there to do the systems. And I mean, there's, let's make our own currency and become warlords. That sounds like fun. That's what they're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a social experiment that's went way wrong. Way wrong. From what I've seen, I've done a little bit of research on it because I really didn't know anything about it until a few days ago. I kind of been ignoring it till then, but all of a sudden now, for some freaking reason, I got curiosity about it. And I would love to see if we could contact somebody that's inside there who's been in there since the beginning and actually get them to talk with us on air. I think that would be absolutely wonderful. But I think they wouldn't last long. I think they would hang up on us.
Oh, it's probably a very intelligent conversation.
Oh, okay. I won't say nothing. I'll be quiet.
I mean, seriously. So what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about some shit. We ain't been on the air in a couple of weeks. Let's talk about some shit.
Well, here we go. With just quick promo. We can talk about how episode 3, part 1 of is now on air on LAP Productions YouTube channel. You can catch episode 3, part 1 on Paranormal Mysteries new episode. How'd you like that cheap plug? With your custom-made Ouija board that you make.
Nicely done. Just had another one made in red mahogany. How's that? With a big dragon on it. Looks pretty fucking cool. I've actually been getting a lot of people that want custom boards lately. With different stains and different stuff. It's actually picking up. It's pretty cool.
Hell yes. It's about time because you do some damn kick-ass work.
I know. I wish I had skills like that.
You know what I had? I wish I was the guy that come up to put fucking corn cobs on the side of fucking beer cans. That's fucking ingenious.
Jay, don't do it.
What you gonna do?
I ain't doing nothing, man.
Maybe we should send some to Seattle. Oh, sorry.
Look, we send you food and beverage all at the same time. They wouldn't believe that shit.
Are we going to talk about, well, we can't talk about, no, we can't. Never mind.
We can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. It's our show.
Yeah, well.
I told you guys this morning I will make this show so controversial.
But I tell you what, now,
Do it.
if you guys are here, everybody in the chat room, if there's something you want to talk about, if there's something that you want to actually have us address, put it in the chat room and we will absolutely throw down on it and give you our best opinion about it. And
Oh, yeah.
And it may
We'll be honest.
maybe we'll be honest, but it might be honest in a stupid way. It might be honest in a serious way. It depends on how it strikes each one of us. I have a tendency to, I don't know, find the humor in just about everything. Just about. So, but other than that, Chaz. Now you see what they're also calling it, Chop.
Yeah.
With Chaz.
No, I haven't. To be honest with you, I haven't watched news or anything in the week or so that I've been moving. This is the first time my home computer's been hooked up since I've been here.
Okay, here I go. So this whole Chaz, Chop, whatever. And
baiting.
So you guys have just been poking. So I've been watching the news almost daily, just kind of trying to see what's going on. What you see on the news is one version. I have a source that actually is in Seattle, lives not in the damn zone, but she does live in Seattle, and she said, and this was about a week ago, something like that. I think it was last week. Said that what you're seeing on the news is absolute bullshit. Like, it's actually like this big hippie fest that there's like people artwork, there's people doing all this poetry, and they're all sitting around singing Kumbaya and shit like that. But then you look at the news and you see people walking around with AR-15s and supposedly extorting businesses, making them pay to come to work every day. So I don't know what is true. But then again, over the weekend, you see that someone gets shot out there. And of course, they wouldn't let the police and the EMTs get in there to respond to this incident. So I don't know what's true, what's not true.
I have friends I went to training with that are officers there, and talking with them is they were actually under an order by the mayor not to go in
for the shooting,
for any of it.
Okay.
Stay out. They've actually diverted traffic around these couple of city blocks that involves the precinct that they took over. So it's basically they divert traffic all around it, and they just basically leave it alone. They were told not to go in. They're told not to respond. They're not to go in this area whatsoever.
Okay. Now, see, I'm curious of what are they actually trying to accomplish?
Control.
Like, I mean, what do you want 6 city blocks? I mean, really? What is this, New Jack City?
Right.
I mean,
I think they're trying to start something that they're hoping takes off to more cities.
Well, I think it is, because I know they're talking about it. They had an incident over the weekend where a individual was leaving downtown Madison, Wisconsin around bar time. And of course, obviously, when all the bars let out, the streets are full of people. He was trying to get his truck through the crowd of people, inching through. So they started jumping all over his truck. They punched him like through the window, stuff like that. So he decided to continue driving to get out of a dangerous situation. And he hit a individual with his truck. And that just, I guess, when the police responded to the quote hit and run, they were surrounded by about 150 people throwing stuff. So I mean, was the guy, now now they want to find this guy and potentially charge him. So,
and
well, hit and run. I mean, where's that fine line?
It's fight or flight. I mean, if I fear for my safety and I'm trying to get from point A to point B, and you're trying to harm me or my family inside my vehicle, it should be just like my house. If you're trying to break into my house and harm my family and myself, I have every right.
You should be able to defend yourself. Just like there was a thing in a car. There was an incident in Philly that a lady was trying to get through to go to work. You know, she was kind of inching her car through. She wasn't laying on the horn, and they pretty much surrounded the car somehow. And I don't know if they broke a window, got the door open, or what, pulled this woman out of her car and beat the shit out of her. Now, again, where's any kind of justice for that? I'm gonna be honest with you, and this has got nothing to do with race, nothing. Anybody surrounds my car like that and tries to pull me out of my car, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I'm just letting you know. I'm not gonna get you in the shoulder. I'm gonna shoot you right in the face, preferably the eye. Just saying.
No, see, I never carry, but I've thought about it here lately.
I never did either.
But I'm really considering it more now than ever, and I don't know if that infuriates me or not. I've never thought the need to it, but you can't fight a mob mentality. You cannot fight a mob mentality. I don't give a shit whether they're right or wrong. I'm not judging anything else like that. You cannot fight a mob mentality. It doesn't. You have no situation. You either join the mob or become cannon fodder of the mob. There's no other choices in the situation.
Yeah, I mean,
whether doing right or wrong doesn't matter. The mob.
What do you do in that situation? You're trying to drive. Your car is now surrounded by people, beating on the windows, breaking, busting and jumping on top of your car. I mean, of course you don't want to. I mean, you're inside. You're like, man, I don't want to run someone over. I don't want to be responsible for hurting or possibly killing someone. But if I stop my car, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to whoever's in my car? So what do you do? Do you get through the crowd, get to a safe area, call the police? Hey, this is what happened. I don't want to think that it's a hit and run, but this is what I did. I mean, where's
I don't know.
fine line?
I don't know how you can expect as a person or a group of people trying to stop or surround a vehicle and potentially have threatened physical harm on the people inside there, and they're just supposed to sit and let you destroy their car, destroy them, hurt them, kill them, whatever, and just sit there and take it. Like I find it hard to believe that people think that, well, because we're out of the car and you're in the car, we can do whatever we want to you and you can't do anything to us. And as soon as you retaliate or come back at us or try to get away and one of us gets hurt, well, then you're the asshole and you need to be prosecuted.
Yeah.
Well, don't stand in the fucking road. Don't stop or impede my travel and try to fucking hurt me or hurt my family that's in the car. I didn't come down here to run you over. I'm trying to get from point A to point B. You're stopping me and trying to use physical harm to hurt me or the people in my vehicle. I have every right to defend myself. And sorry that you brought a knife to a gunfight. I mean, I'm going to run you over. I have to get out of there. I have to protect the people in my car.
Yeah. But they're going after these people for this stuff. And
right. And it's all a big knee-jerk reaction to what's happening. That's the problem.
I just think it's crazy. I just think it's all crazy. And if I'm not gonna give my opinion on what I think should happen, but if something is not done soon to try to stop some of this stuff that is going on, I think you're gonna see a huge change.
Well, here's the funny part. All it was COVID for how long, right?
Yeah.
And then we had all this this tragedy with that man happened. And then it was all about that. All about that. It was all, let's riot, let's loot, let's steal, let's burn this shit down, let's take this over, let's whatever. So now that's starting to calm back down. And what the fuck are we talking about today and yesterday? How much COVID has spiked again. So now we're back to the COVID thing again.
Yep.
So it's you got the COVID shit. Let's play that down a little bit, because now we got to basically start fucking race wars and shit again. So we're gonna fucking just dump all that into the streets. And let's have all that shit going on. And when all that starts calming down and all the riot and looting starts calming down or whatever, what do? Fuck, now we got the spike in the COVID again. Now let's talk about that shit again. It's constant fear and stress and bullshit every day, all day in the fucking news that just keeps everybody wanting to just go after each other, man. And that's the fucking problem.
Yeah. And I don't
You
think
didn't
it's
hear
going
about
to die
fucking
down.
COVID. You didn't hear about COVID 3 weeks ago. That shit wasn't talked about. You didn't
No.
hear about it at all. But now, shit, the last couple of days, we're right back at it because
Yep.
all the looting slowed down. So
Yeah.
it's that constant fucking drive of,
I
God, we
know
gotta just keep fucking pushing and poking.
Well, because of that incident here in Madison, I was reading a police article, and they're talking about how now they're trying to get the, whatever you want to call it, movement to do the same thing in Madison that they did in Seattle,
Which is
which
what?
is to take over part of the city.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now,
but you're not going to see a lot of places like that happen. There's very few places that's actually going to happen. And I live out where I live. There was, when all this was going on, the biggest protest we had here in Middletown, there was a call that first night of all the protests that there's on Central Avenue and a certain intersection between two streets, a block area, there were 6 or 7 people throwing rocks at cars for one night for a couple hours. That was it. That was it here where I live. Dayton didn't have that big of a protest. Cincinnati, Columbus, Toledo, yeah, you guys all had stuff. Dayton didn't. It had a little bit going on. Nothing got out of hand. Nothing got crazy. Right where I work at, they had a march, and they only went. It was Mothers Against Violence or something like that was the name of the organization that headed it up. They only marched, and they met there at this police station. They walked 6 or 7 blocks up the road on the one way, and come back down the other side, and that was that. They were about 2 hours. Did walk 6 or 7 blocks, and everybody went home.
and see, I think that is awesome.
I do too. Those people were they weren't saying they had people that are supporting Black Lives Matters and stuff like that. They had people that are supporting about how the hostilities and stuff. But the bad part about it is the majority of the protesters are that. Jason, I've seen some other places in Cincinnati where they said the protesters were actually there protesting. It was very peaceful. They spoke their piece, and the police stood there, didn't really do nothing. But as soon as the actual protesters started breaking up, that's when these little assholes came and started doing shit.
Yeah.
And it gives the other organizations a bad rep because it looks like they did it when 99% of the time they had nothing to do with it.
No,
They had nothing to do with it.
it's all the idiots that want to come out afterwards, and they use it as an opportunity.
They piggyback in on them, and then they start stirring up shit as soon as and if you see most of those people that they're actually doing the peaceful protesting when all that stuff starts, they get out. They're not there when all that stuff's going on. They get the hell out of there because that's not what they want.
Yeah.
They know for a fact that things like that detracts away from what they're trying to do. That puts a negative incantation on what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring light to something, and doing it like that does never ever brings light to it. Ever. No. It's never helped with anything. It never has, and it never will. Now, unless you tried to go with a complete revolution. I mean, don't get me wrong. Our first start of our country, we revolted. We destroyed tea and destroyed ships and everything else. Yeah. But that was a precursor of a whole larger thing. Is this going to migrate into something larger? No.
I think so.
No.
There's no potential.
It has potential to. And it's had a potential of the last several times we've had things like this happen, but it will not escalate into something like a new revolution. It won't, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The common person and most people out there aren't doing this. The major population of this country are still going to work every day and still trying to take care of their family. It's a very minority of people that's out there doing all this crap. And just like here, I got a video queued up off of YouTube. It's where some Antifa people went into a city and they came across a big group of people that considered themselves patriots, about the same age group. And the patriots absolutely, well, here. There's the Antifa people coming up. Now, here they are coming up the street.
Ooh, it's like watching West Side Story. Oh.
Now here's all these Antifa people and these what they consider themselves young patriots right here coming into the scene on the left. They've had enough. Look, they're lined up. They're done. They don't. You're not tearing up our city. They was telling them that you're not tearing up our city. You're not destroying our stuff. Waving their flags and things. Look, the Antifa people they actually met somebody that's willing to fight back and not have to play by the police's rules and hold civility. They actually found somebody who's willing to go to their level and watch them all run. And the ones that don't get ran, they get the shit kicked out of them.
Good.
That's what I'm saying. People are tired of this crap. They're starting to take it to them. There's another place on here where I see that guy there, one hit, knock that guy right the hell out.
Yeah.
They're done with this thing. They're small. They're tired of this small group of people pulling this crap, and they're attacking back. That guy there, got one punch. Here's that this one girl, she's got this guy down. She gets him down again, and she's pounding the shit right there. She's pounding the shit out of him after she got him down.
Yeah.
So it's happening more and more that they are meeting resistance that is not law enforcement. People that are not playing by the same rules that Jason and professional law enforcement have to play by.
Yeah.
They're meeting up with people that are on the same level, saying, "Look, you really want to throw down with this shit? You want to tear up our stuff? You got to go through us."
Yeah. And you know what? I think you're going to see more of that.
Well, I'm surprised you haven't seen more militia and things like that. I mean,
that's what I'm waiting for too. Yeah.
The Patriots is that close to being militia, and I'm surprised. But you also don't see the Antifa and the ASABs and all them going to places where they know that there's big militia, there's big, groups like this that are like, no, this is America, and you ain't doing that shit here. That's I still have yet to see anybody in any interview anywhere say that what the cop did was acceptable. Not one person has ever went on there. So everybody agrees that what happened with that incident is horrible and tragic, and he should pay the price for that. So that should be where we're at, and we should all be as a community say, yes, okay, let's try to stop that. But the looting and the rioting, I think it's just an excuse to go steal shit. Honestly, you're not doing anything by that other than harming the cities. And a lot of times, like Jay said and Joe said too, the people that are doing it don't even live there.
Yeah.
So they don't give a shit. I don't care if they winners fucking live there. Everybody that's living around there is stepping in, going, "Hey, man, fucking stop! This guy's had this shop for 50 years here. Fucking quit taking this shit." So you find these people that don't even really live in that area that are just trying to take advantage of. Do it.
So, but it's. I don't think it has the potential to escalate to something way more tragic. It really does. I agree with that 1,000%, but I truly do not believe it's going to go that route. I truly do not believe that route whatsoever. Like I said, the common person is getting tired of it. And you go look on, I don't care what you look on, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, black, white, all. There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people speaking out against what's going on because they're tired of it. They're tired of what's happening. They're tired of how it's destroying our country. There is racial tension in certain groups, absolutely, but the majority of people don't have racial tension. I work beside people all day long. I say it all the time. I work beside this guy, and he knows it. I never say I work beside a black man. I work beside a man. I work beside a woman. I don't give a crap about a skin color. It doesn't mean a thing to me. And I'm supposed to be a big ass redneck. But that's the thing about most redneck or country people are that way. There's poor white country and there's poor black country. We're all still the same. We're all still just country. It doesn't matter. There's also some that's got money. It doesn't matter. We're all Americans. And I think that, like, my opinion, Census 2020, any of these census, I think they're bullshit. I hate the U.S. Census. I hate them. I think they're terrible. I think they perpetuate what's going on because now they find out who's what and who's where and all this other stuff. And then they tell you flat out in all their commercials, they'll just find out which communities that we need to give money to and which communities need this, which communities need that. Well, this community we're going to give this to, but that community we're not going to give that to. Well, what the hell didn't he give that to me? I pay my taxes. All that does is keep us divided. That's exactly what they want. As long as we're all still divided, we're all still bickering and stuff and argue with each other from scraps from the table that they're dining from. We're fighting over the scraps. We, the people, it's our fucking table, not theirs, ours.
Yeah, well, it's government and it's also the media. The media has a huge influence as to what's happening right now, and that's
Absolutely.
that's
And
it's a horrible thing to say, but I mean it's true. It's bad.
It's like we were talking about earlier. The media's been that way for a long time now. We have no more Walter Cronkites. We have no more Dan Rathers. We've had so many media guys and news anchormen that's been proven that they lied or sensationalized stories, proven, and they get on TV and go, "I'm so sorry," and then a few months later they lie again and they get caught again. That used to there that newsmen and women reported the news unbiasedly. They reported the facts as they knew them, and you make your own judgment. They did not sway you with their personal opinion about it, personal beliefs, or anything else. That was not part of it. It's not supposed to be part of it. But we don't have that anymore. I agree with you 1,000%. It's become about everything else is about the almighty dollar. Who can buy who?
Yeah.
And
they want that divide. They don't want everybody to be together. They want the divide because you divide and conquer. So as long as we're fighting against each other, they can keep doing the same shit that they're doing behind closed doors, and nobody pays attention.
Did you see the Charlie Chaplin thing, United speech that I posted the other day?
I didn't see it. No,
it's a little long. It's Charlie Chaplin doing this out of a movie that he did, and the words to it, as sad as it is, that this is 19 what I can't remember what it was when Charlie Chaplin was around. So it is early 1900s.
I was going to say 2030.
Yeah, almost 100 years later, and it still applies. It's still the same. It's sad that as a society we have not progressed enough to realize that these dictators and congressmen and senators and stuff and all this special interest and all that isn't about you and I. It's all about them and making their pockets full. No, they're not. Most of the places, Crazy Shepherd, that they're not. They're not doing anything about the crimes and stuff. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I showed that about the Young Patriots. They're telling the police they can't do anything, that they have to stand back and drop back and drop back and drop back and can't use this and can't use that. And now they can't do this. But yet these people are like, I can. What are they going to do? Put me in jail? Yeah, if you put me in jail, you got to put them in jail. So they're meeting them back with equal aggression, which is kind of odd that in today's time, they actually was all just using fists. That's kind of odd for now, today's society.
Yeah,
Really?
you're right. But again, if they don't start doing something with the media, if they don't start doing something with that, and I don't see how they're going to, or they will, we're always going to have this divide, because if you constantly see problems within a community or problems between two separate groups of people, and it's constantly pushed in your face over and over and over and over and over again, then it's going to create that divide. And that's what we've got going on, is that media is continually pushing, and it seems like they always push fear, because if you're not afraid of something, then everybody kind of relax and lives and everybody's having a good time. But like I said, these last couple of months between COVID, they went with that, then we went with the riots, and now we're back to the COVID thing. So it's constantly trying to scare the public into, it like almost like an unrest. And there's got to be something done with that. And until that happens, we're going to keep having these problems. We're going to keep having this divide. You're going to keep having all that stuff. And who knows what the government's doing behind closed doors while we're fighting amongst each other. What are they doing? What are they signing? What bills are they passing? That kind of thing. But that's a lot of my conspiracy theory
Which is
thinking.
we're going to talk more about one another night.
I think it's happening.
To get that.
What's that?
We are going to get more into the conspiracy theories here one night, because Jason's got a big heart on about the lunar landing. And
I got a big heart on about a bunch of them.
we definitely want to talk about them more, but none of us has actually, with everything we've had going on and stuff, we're not prepared to go to that level yet.
No.
We will, though. We'll put it out there when we're going to do it too, because we definitely want people's opinion on some of this stuff. But yeah, it's just like I said, we sit here and for as crazy as we all are, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs earlier and stuff. When it's time to get serious, we get serious. But it's what we're doing right now, the discussion we're having right now, believe it or not, I see more and more of this right here. This is how, and it doesn't matter whether they're black, white, yellow, purple, pink polka dots. This is what I see more people discussing how they all feel about it. If you actually sit down and talk with people, the majority of the population is tired of it. And it doesn't matter whether it's the riots, whether it's the COVID-19. There, don't even get me started on that. It's a virus. And yes, it's killing people. But you know what? There's hundreds of viruses, and not a one of them's got a cure. Not one. Not one single virus has a cure. And I know if you look it up and it says that this one and this one's been eradicated, if you read the fine print about the eradication, it just means that it's in such a small percentile that they don't recognize it anymore as being a threat to human society. It doesn't mean it's gone. It's in a very small percentile on a global basis. Don't even get me started. As
Mic
much
drop.
I'm surprised that the city isn't burning yet. Yeah, me too. People should take advantage of the situation as much as possible. And that's sad though. But like I said, once again, that's still a small minority. That's still a small minority that's taking advantage of these things. The majority of the people.
But there was a lot of. I mean, if you look at some of the cities around, they did just about that. I mean, there's a lot of cities that have been hit hard. I mean, shit's burning or was burning. They lost a lot of stuff because of
I know
going in and
we
taking
lost
advantage.
We lost 2 or 3 of our stores in Minneapolis alone. And one of ours was an actual super hub. So yeah. But what I don't understand, and I'm sorry to jump in y'all's conversation.
No, this is our conversation. You're a part of it.
I'm sorry. I'm playing detective and this, that, and the other.
I'm playing dumbass. Does that count?
That counts. Man, you always count. But what I don't understand is, so is it now legal to take over part of a city? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in law
I guess
enforcement.
if you're a warlord pimp, yeah.
But
Yeah, you can do that shit.
you know what I mean? Like,
I can only be a pimp, let alone a warlord pimp.
yeah. So
That's
why?
that's the way
why
they defined him.
Why isn't anybody stopping this?
Because actually,
Because I don't think they want. I don't. Number one, I don't think they want the violence. So they're letting some of it run its course.
So then that means I can go out and do whatever I want because hey, y'all motherfuckers don't want the violence. So you should just let me do what I want. If not, I'm going to kick and scream and throw a tantrum.
I mean, if we want to open this can of worms, you've got a police officer who was beaten, had one of his weapons taken, pointed at the officer. The officer opens fire, but because he turned his back to take off running, now this officer is being charged with murder.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I mean, it's well, he turned to run, so he's no longer a threat. He's still a threat as long as he's holding that weapon.
Absolutely.
That weapon is deployed on me. He can take my firearm. No, that's not how that works.
Yeah,
So
one of us
we
is
have
not
now-
going home.
Right. And we've now become or changing to that society where you can do whatever in the hell you want to law enforcement or what have you. And there's just no repercussions. And it's the same that we can take over the city. There's no repercussions. We can loot and riot. Well, there's no repercussions. They've actually had law set to where when you get arrested for rioting and things like that, if there wasn't any physical harm, like if somebody get hit with a brick and they saw you and arrest you, that's one thing.
Mhm.
But if you just get grabbed up in the crowd,
Yeah.
and arrested for it and taken, you're immediately released, sent right back out. They don't hold anybody anymore for that. So I mean, what are we teaching? It's that it's okay to do that shit, and we've been slowly heading that way. With some of the people that I come into contact with on my shift, you'd be surprised at how they talk to us, surprised at what they say to us, because it's fuck you. I ain't gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I never thought about talking to an adult like that, number one, but anybody in law enforcement.
Yeah.
Now, again, is there bad guys out there? Absolutely. But it's just how now society has turned it so that Now you don't basically have to talk nice to anybody. You don't have to treat anybody with respect. You don't have to fucking be nice. You're entitled. It's your right to fucking go in here, and they can't fucking tell you anything different. And that's just the way it's slowly turning. Society is with the way that people are thinking, and that's how it's coming. That's how we're getting to the next level. That's how we're getting to where we're going. And
I've just had a brain fart. They're pretty much doing the same thing with the police now that they did with teachers 20, 30 years ago. When I was a kid growing up, I got done something in school and I got in trouble or I got a bad grade. It was my fault. I didn't apply myself. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Nowadays, the parents blame the teacher. It's always the teacher's fault. Kids do no wrong nowadays. Mm-hmm. Teachers have been bitching about that for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
How it's turned where the parents and the teachers used to work together. Now the parents and the children gang up on the teacher, and the teacher's a piece of shit and she don't know what she's doing, blah, blah, blah. And they're doing the same thing with the police. They're turning the logic on them and making them the bad guys and demonizing them and turning everything against them. But yet they want them there when they need help. But yet if they don't need help, then you're just harassing me and you're a piece of shit. But, oh, my God, somebody broke into my house to come save my ass. They're doing the same damn thing.
Well, my only message to those that are doing the wrong thing and trying to take over city blocks and whatever, trying to push the police out, careful what you wish for. Because like the video Jay played, eventually you're going to see more and more people that are not going to put up with that bullshit. I caught something real briefly before we started the show and I didn't get a chance to look into it, but there was something saying that they defaced the 9/11 memorial, covered it in graffiti and all that. What is that doing for your cause or message? I mean, you know what I mean? Like that. Now you're just being an asshole. And you just want to destroy shit. So don't get mad when someone bigger and better comes and destroys you.
There was one location where they actually set fire and burnt Abraham Lincoln's statue.
Yep.
And said, and then whoever did it put Black Lives Matter, BLM on it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you about 90% sure that it was nobody that was associated with BLM. It was somebody else doing it and then trying to tag them into it.
Oh, yeah.
It diverts attention. That's the problem that's going on right now. You got a lot, like I said earlier, you got a lot of people piggybacking on other people's things and trying to get other people blamed for what they're doing. And to me, you're a fucking coward. If you can't stand on your own and stand your own convictions and face the wrath of whatever you decide to do, you're a fucking coward. Sorry about my language. Not sorry about my language. If I'm going to stand up for something that I believe in, I'm going to stand, whether I stand with somebody or stand by my damn self. If you have to hide behind other people to get your calls out and try to piggyback on them and make them look like they're the bad person because you're too big of a chicken shit to stand on your own, I don't give a shit what you're fighting for, whether it's the right cause or a wrong cause. Stand on your own ground. If you can't, you're a fucking coward and you do not deserve to be listened to. You do not deserve to be taken seriously. You're a chicken shit. Bottom line, my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I just
my opinion on that, man.
It's easier. It's easier to take one thing and use it and run off and do something else when it doesn't have anything to do with it. Like what you're saying, then all of a sudden we're looting Targets and everything else. Fuck does Target have to do with it? What does Old Man Winter's grocery store? What do you have to do with it? None of the stuff that they're doing has anything to do. You know, I was talking with my son about it, and he's kind of, I'm with a group, and we really support this and this. And I said, I get it, and you have every right to be with a group that supports your beliefs. I said, but while you're standing with this group fighting against this other group, you're fighting against each other. What you should do is try to find a common ground between each other so that you're one big fucking group and go after the fucking problem. Your small groups are fighting against each other and you're not doing anything. You're already trying to get the same spot, but my group's better than your group and your group kind of believes this, but my group doesn't believe this, or fucking form one big ass group and go after the fucking problem and be done with it. You're going to get your shit out there a lot quicker and a lot stronger if you do it in numbers, if you do it in groups and go after what you believe in. But my group is this and your group is that, and now you're fighting against each other and shit. That's stupid. You're missing the fucking point. If you're trying to make things better, if you're trying to accomplish something, then accomplish it together. That's the part that really gets me with the younger generation and some of our generation. It's my way is better than your way. Well, if you put both ways together, you'll find that you're not far off each other's goal to get to where you need to be, and it's going to get done a whole lot better and a whole lot quicker if you do it together.
They always want to do it from their perspective. Teresa hates this analogy. I do it all the time. Guess why she hates it? If a lot of these groups look at it, like you just said, they look at it, they're arguing the same thing. It's like I'm describing the heads, you're describing the tails, but we're still both talking about a fucking quarter. They look different from my perspective, from the angle that I'm looking at it, but it's still just a damn quarter. And they don't ever listen to one another, like you said. Nobody listens. Everybody listens nowadays to respond. They don't listen to understand. They don't listen to learn. They listen to respond. Right. And without response of any kind of education, like I agree, nothing proceeds. They're just batting their head against the wall. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And if the three of us jackasses who sit here earlier and had about a 5-minute conversation about slick minor dicks can have this much of an educated discussion, that tells you that it really isn't that difficult for other people to sit the fuck down. Yeah. Ow! Don't hit me again.
So other shoulder, Jay. Other shoulder. Yep, there it was.
Yeah.
They're a quick little bastard. I need a little more Cabo Wabo, which we are not sponsored by. We are not sponsored by Cabo Wabo.
Well, it's like Crazy Shepherd just said. It's going to be a real problem if all the police walk out. They're already doing, or some are already doing that.
Yes.
Fucking Atlanta did it.
Yep.
ATL said, "Fuck you."
Yep, they were pulling.
That's the way.
They were pulling corrections officers and handing them keys to a squad car. Hey, go patrol our shit.
Yep.
I mean, and you know what? I said that, and maybe this is going to start some shit.
Go for it. I dare you.
All right. Okay.
Stir the pot, Joe. Stir the pot.
So two weeks ago, well, it was the week before the ATL walked out, right? I was telling my youngest son, I said, you know what? I said, a part of me really wishes, with all these people that are like, fuck the police. We don't need the police. Yeah, okay. I sat there, we were sitting eating dinner one night, and I said, I hope that every single straight and narrow, good police officer, the ones that took this job to do exactly what the job is, I hope every single one of them quit and say, you know what? Fuck you. You do it. And then cry about the results. And then a week later, cops are calling off, and I'm like, oh, shit. But hey, you can read that in my book because I predicted it. Anyways.
John Tindra did not sponsored by his moonshine either, but he still shared with us.
I'm telling you, there is a lot of people that I know and have heard that are looking into.
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm going to.
There was a video, and I wish I would have thought about it because I would have sent it to you, Jay, so you could have pulled it up. There was this police officer, and I don't know where he was from, and this video went viral on YouTube. Big old country boy, so he's somewhere down south, and he goes into this video about how why he joined the police force, always wanted to be a police officer to protect the people, to serve the people. This big old corn-fed country boy is bawling like a baby because he just put his 2-week notice in. Because police work is not what it used to be. And it's not what he signed up to. You know what I mean? And he was on the force for 10 years. And he put in his 2-week notice that day. And it's like, that kind of gets you, because I know, like, when I was a kid, all I ever wanted to do was be a cop. I wanted to be a detective, and a homicide detective at that. That was like my biggest childhood dream. Some people wanted to land in a warehouse on the moon. Other people wanted to get into sports. I wanted to be a cop. That was my thing. And you know what? I don't know. Like I feel so bad for the real police officers.
Thank God you got out when you did, brother.
You know what?
I mean, it's hard. I enjoy.
I told my son the other day, I said, right now, if I could go online and Madison Police Department was like, hey, we don't care about your age, we'll take you, I would be down there signing up. I would. Because I still believe in that shit.
There's still a lot of good officers out there, and it's hard. It's hard for a lot of us to lace up and go into work, especially not knowing. You know, we get so many emails and notices and updates and things about what different groups are planning this against us and what, you know, it's like I would do anything in the world to protect anybody in this world. That's why I put on the uniform every day. That's why I go to work. I go to serve and protect every single one of you. And when it becomes a thing where, you know, somebody's just out hunting me and I may not come home to my wife or my daughters or my son because you're just out hunting me for no other good reason other than because it's Kill a Cop Day. Oh, man, that's over and above, man. That's over and above what's going on. And that's why, like, really good cops are walking away, man. I'm out. I'll go to Kroger. I'll go wherever. I'm not lacing up to go out to protect people when the people I'm trying to protect, there's some out there that are hunting me, man. We're being hunted, and it's not good.
No.
And then the same aspect, you take one of my weapons off me, and I shoot you, and now I'm going to fucking prison.
Yeah, you get fired immediately and then charged. No,
exactly.
No,
it's nuts. It's nuts. But guess what I'm doing tomorrow? After I do
lacing up and going to work.
I'm lacing up and going to work, baby.
Hell yeah,
that's what I do.
Go drive a fork.
And we thank you for that, Jason.
Oh, absolutely. And we've talked about it. I thought about when I first was in high school when you get in law enforcement, but I didn't have the right attitude. I'd have been the asshole cop that made all the other cops look bad. I was a prick.
You wouldn't have. No, but you wouldn't have, because if you actually would have taken the oath. And here's the thing. I don't
like to fuck with people too much.
But here's the thing. I don't honestly think that there are people that become cops strictly to become that bad guy, to kill somebody, to to take a life or something like that. What I do think I think there's some that, you know, the whole been picked on in high school, don't want to be picked on anymore. I'm going to become a cop and I'm going to go out there and show everybody that I'm not this little pussy. I truly think that there are some of those.
Like that now. That's not mean.
I've seen some, but I also have seen a lot of people put on the uniform and actually do really good things that may have started off that way or may have had that temperament going into it. And I think that, Jay, if you would have actually went through the training and became a police officer, you would not have been one of those guys. You would have been somebody that you fuck with people, and we all fuck with each other. I mean, it's all, you fuck with people at the at your factory. Joe fucks with people at his place. You know, I fuck with people at mine. We all have fun. It's all part of the workplace.
No, but I'm talking about
when you're in that squad car and doing your job, or you're behind the desk trying to figure out, you know, who stole shit or whatever. You become that person, man. And I don't think that you or a lot of the people would be that. I don't know what changes a person to become, because again, there's some dirty fucking cops out there, man. There's dirty cops that go to homicide scenes, and there's 10 grand sitting there, and they're the first on the scene and fucking pocket that 10 grand, and there was never 10 grand at the dope man's house.
Yeah.
There's those guys out there. There's those girls out there. There's detectives. There's captains or whatever.
But
There's
they're in
bad
everything.
cops out there.
There's bad people in everything. There's assholes in everything. Yeah.
Well, sure, but that's what we're talking about right now. So yeah, there's bad fork truck drivers that may damage some shit and then fucking drive away and never say anything. There's
get the truck company blamed for it. I've seen it happen.
There may be bad managers that, get a return, and instead of doing this, pocket that $10. I'm sure that's out there. I mean, I'm sure that it's there. My thing is, I don't get where you decide to become that. Whether it's the fork truck driver, the manager, the cop, the whatever. What point in your career do you say, man, fuck it, I'm gonna take this 10 grand this time, man? Nobody will ever know.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be a turning point in your career.
That could be a whole different show right there.
Yeah, because I don't think you start out like that. I don't think you become a fork truck driver to go and damage shit. But there's got to be a turning point in your career, in your line of work, where something happens or the opportunity, has itself, and it's like, fuck it, I'll do it, and that turns you into the bad.
I wasn't talking about that. I just know that I'm a smart ass and I fuck with people, and it would have made it look. There's no way I could steal anything. I couldn't. I still can't. I can't take anything. I can't even bring home a pair of rubber gloves from work. I have to ask them first. I don't take nothing that I don't say something about it. But I'm a smart ass, and I'm having fun, and it usually comes off bad with other people, and then that doesn't help either. And I'd be the guy that would harass the shit. Like see some kids in a car, and I'd start falling for a little while, just watch them get nervous. Just be a dick.
Well, there's times where you just do that.
Yeah. So I'm saying it just,
you know what I mean? Because those kids are up to no good. So if you just kind of lean back about 5 or 6 car lengths, they'll stop.
And I would go off and pull off, knowing that there's another way I could get around real quick and get back up on them again. And it's like, oh hey man, he pulled off. Next thing I'm in front of him, like, how do you get up there? I mean, I'd
be back.
Yeah, I'd be doing that kind of shit all the time, just to fuck with them. I can't help it. And I don't want to cause a lot of other people like he's harassing and all that. But now I just drive around, beep jingle bells, my horn, and it's 100 degrees in the plant, and they get madder and shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone. Let's do this real quick. What happened this last Friday? The premiere of
Paranormal Mysteries, episode 3.
Let's do a little. Let's do
first
the
part. Let's do it. On this episode of Paranormal Mysteries.
Yeah, remember the old PX box? Yeah. Okay, it's kind of like that. There's no programmed words. It's only phonetic syllables.
Okay.
So it has to bounce those syllables and put them together to make words, for what I understand.
Careful.
And I strapped my recorder.
No, you didn't.
Headset. I quit. I'm done.
See, that's real paranormal investigating.
No, seriously,
Dropping
what the
stuff
hell?
and-
That just knocked off my head. Well, this not. I might have just pulled. That might have been my arm the wrong way.
It looked, Jay, it looked like it was pulled down.
It felt like it was knocked out of my hand and.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Opening of episode 3, Paranormal Mysteries.
Hell yes, man. If you guys haven't went over
Now-
and checked that yet, it is on LAP Productions YouTube channel. Get your asses over there, subscribe, hit the alert button, watch it because part 2 is coming soon. Look at
Hell
it.
yeah.
He's a Daskin. He's a Daskin.
Must be
Yeah.
must be coming into a good outcome, huh?
My God, Bonnie and Dino Smith that just joined the chat room on Facebook. They're not allowed to come in here and talk. They're like Greg. I've known him. I grew up next door to them. They had stories that I would never want you guys to find out about me.
Come on in. Come on in.
Greg's kind of disappeared. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm going to get a hold of that fucker. He hasn't talked to him in a while. See what, make sure he's okay. But yeah, they know too much shit. Way too much shit.
There's
Wait.
never anybody that knows way too much shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. They know much of my childhood.
I'm gonna enjoy my half day tomorrow.
I've got Friday off.
Oh, I
You
wish.
got Friday off.
Yeah, we're joining as remember. We're heading with Weird Weekends to do that in West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I have fun. I gotta work at the store all day, then go bartend Saturday.
Wow.
And
I'm
probably
not-
catch Rona.
Joe. It's it's an elite group of investigators going.
Shit, you just invited mother.
It's I once the show's over, I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
Here we go. You know, once the show's over, I can click, hang up, and you guys have to call each other separate. Piss off.
That's okay. I got his number.
I know. I get his address too. He's got millions of Scorpion. While you were gone, we played the intro to Paranormal.
I was watching that while I was talking. Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't know if you could see it or not.
Oh yeah.
Your camera went blank.
Yep. I muted myself because I'm sure someone in here can read lips, and I was saying some bad things. So
I can't. Unless it's
what, read lips or say bad things.
Oh no, I can say bad things.
Oh, okay. I was saying some bad things.
So my family's one that taught the sailors how to cuss.
My family's probably out in the living room like, what the fuck is going on in there? So
Dad's are losing his shit again. Always he must
oh,
be Jason and Jay.
can't be any worse than I lost my shit on Friday. So let's just say that. So
No, you know, life happens, man. Every once in a while you just gotta
it
lose your
does. It does. All I'm gonna say is I hate thieves. I hate thieves.
I hate them too.
And
Thieves
you
and
know
liars,
what?
man.
You know, yep. And you know what? I hope you're enjoying yourself currently at this moment right now. Anyways,
I am. I'm having a blast.
Me too.
You won't be enjoying it for too much longer.
Because I'm shooting the shit with my brothers, so I'm good.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
So, yep.
I ain't worth it shit, but I'm good.
Hell yeah.
I'm like trying to fight off being tired, and now the adrenaline's kicking in. Oh shit.
This is usually about the time in the show when Jason says, "Oh man, I only got about 20% battery left."
Yeah.
It is. But you know the funny part about it? I'm on my regular computer. I'm not on my cell phone. So therefore, I'm still good on the battery.
I couldn't help but pick on you, man. That was an open shot. I had to
You're not picking on me. It's usually the truth because I'm usually in my basement on my cell phone.
You're on your
hooked
basement,
up to
but you're on
I'm
your
in
cell
a
phone.
different basement. And now I can, because this computer was up in the office. It wasn't in the basement. Now I've got everything down in the. Actually, this is your bedroom, Jay. I'm in your bedroom. How's it look?
Wow, bound chicken. Wow, wow.
Oh,
Your
not
bed's
again.
right over- Your bed's right back there.
Uh-huh. I'm a cellar dweller. I'm a little troll that lives under the stairs.
I got spot for that too here. We'll get Joe a little fucking fold out bed. We'll be
Yeah,
good.
I'm good. Just give me a little box.
Come on, Joe. We'll cuddle with you.
All right.
Feel like planes, trains, and automobiles. Where's your hand between these two pillows?
How far away is Missouri
You ever
from
saw
you?
that
Joe?
movie?
How far away is Missouri from you, Joe?
Misery.
Not too far. Why?
Just
I mean-
wondered.
Is that where we might have to go?
There's a tear.
In my beer?
There's
'Cause
a
I'm cracked
tear
with
in there's a tear in Missouri that may need us to go see.
Missouri. That's a you said a road trip.
I'm
I told you.
confused.
What?
After the show.
Don't worry,
After
we-
the
Okay.
Now, see,
After the
this
show.
is the fun thing. You and Jason have a little secret about what you keep having to go off the screen for. Now, me and
Yeah.
Jason have a secret that you don't know a fucking thing about right now. So, see, Jason's the center of all the attention, and the president sitting right down below both of us is the one stirring up all the shit.
I know.
You're
Mic
the center of all of it. You're the hub of this crazy little wheel that's going wop, wop,
He's
wop.
dropping tears or some shit. I don't know.
Oh,
You're
wait
taking a private call?
wait till you hear this one, bro.
Oh man, if you give me a damn city, I'll tell you right now how far it is from me.
Once we
After
end the
the
show,
show?
which actually we've been on an hour and a half, so
Is this a flying trip or
probably-
is this a driving trip?
it's gonna have to be a driving.
Can I bring a bat? Oh,
We got it.
am I bringing a bat?
a bat?
You're bringing you're bringing after the show.
Which we are getting ready to wrap this thing up. We do appreciate you guys showing up every week with us. We are going to be here every week. Well, not every week. We do have to skip every once in a while, but we are going to be here as much as possible, having a lot of fun. We hope you guys enjoy the conversations. And please, by all means, join in. If you got a topic you want to discuss, you got an opinion about it, as you see, we'll put your statements up on the screen and we will discuss them because that's what we do.
That's
what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
do.
I always sounded smart there for a little bit, didn't I? Started scaring the shit. We had to shut up.
Say that's what we do with the strong hands.
Don't touch me
Thanks.
like this.
Oh, look, Devin. My son Devin just tuned in. Thanks for tuning in an hour and a half late.
Yeah, we played your commercial, man. Everybody likes it.
Hey, good job on the video.
Yeah, you guys did a kick-ass job on that, man. Kick-ass.
For God's sakes. He knows what damn time this show starts.
He's out
Grounded.
and leave him alone.
Right? He's standing out there.
He sat there
God.
with his protest sign going, my dad's friends suck. My dad's friends suck.
That's right. Not my dad, though.
My dad's,
My
gonna
dad's
kick
nice.
you.
My dad's great. But all the rest of them are assholes. Oh, well. Hey, thanks for joining us. Sorry we took a couple weeks, but there's been a lot of shit. And I've been tired as hell moving and everything else. And I know we had some other shit going on and some other health issues amongst the houses. So we missed you. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Tuesday. As we've said before, we're just trying to make Tuesdays funny again. We're doing this for you. As you guys know, I opened it up earlier, Samantha, and everybody that purchased these for us and sent them. These will be distributed in the mail here soon so that we can all eat those chocolate-covered scorpions. And if you guys got anything else you guys want us to eat or want us to do, I think we should probably pick up the Culinary with Kudo again. And thanks again. You guys rock. We really appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've taken a month off from eating nasty shit. We gotta get that going again. So
hit us up in a PM. Send one of us a message and tell us what you guys think we should eat, man. We'll start getting a list together and we'll make some of that shit happen. Maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you know what? Throw us out some topics other than the typical shit every week. You know what I mean?
We got
you guys. Oh, that's freaking nasty. But no, like
bread and a deviled ham spread.
You guys got some other topics you want to talk about? You know, the moon landing, anything like that. You just let us know, and we're gonna just dive right into it.
It happened right back here. If I could just go on the other side of this wall.
Was that back over there by Jay's bed?
Yep.
Actually, there's gonna be a moon or two over there. I guarantee you.
I was gonna say there was some kind of landing, but I don't think it was the moon.
It wasn't that kind of landing either. Look, it's the globe.
Oh. Is it round or is it? Oh,
It's
no, it's not
flat.
right.
When I first got it, it was flat, and then I set it down here and
Blow
molded
it up.
yeah. I was gonna say just pump it up with air.
That's it. It's like the Nike Airs. Like, pss, 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 pss,
And make sure you go subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you go over and subscribe to LAP Productions YouTube channel. Hit this alert button so we get all the updates for everything coming up. We got a lot more things coming up now that we're getting all these restrictions over with and we start to travel again. We got so many things going on, so many things to get caught up on. Go there and hit that. You guys definitely want to be a part of everything that happens. All the shows will also be on there. Sundays we have the Paranormal Mysteries podcast. Mondays we have Ask Us, and maybe Teresa's coming back with Sit Chat and Laugh the Lynches. I'm not for sure yet. If not, I'm going to get something else going on because we need to fill that airtime. Teresa, hint, hint, hint. Anyway, and then Tuesday nights, don't forget the TNT show at 8 p.m. Eastern, just before Stirring the Pot. 9 o'clock we start. They make us go late because we say what the fuck we want.
Hell yeah.
And go over subscribe to what, Joe? The Skeptical Edge TV. Where?
Skeptical Edge TV on YouTube. Right now, I got some paranormal stuff going on. I got something else coming very soon.
I didn't hear you breathe heavy.
Huh? What?
What?
You want to touch my what?
Again?
Or is that another after the show?
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna have tears in their eyes. Oh.
I'm reaching over to touch.
Oh. Whoa.
Hi, Candace. Thanks for joining into this part of the show.
With that, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you guys for everything. We have a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. You guys are great. We're awesome. And we'll see you next week.
Jason's gripping you now.
I'm giving you the fluffer. Hey, you guys rock. We'll see you next Tuesday.